In the Yeti, when an oil tycoon and a famous adventurer vanish in the harsh winter of remote northern Alaska, a hand-picked rescue team endeavors to bring them home. What they don't know is that they are trespassing on the Yeti's territory, and elements are the least of their worries. The Yeti is directed by William Pisciotta and Gallerano, and this is William's directorial debut, but Gallerano has co-directed a documentary called Starring Austin Pendleton, and The Yeti will be released in US cinema starting April 3, 2026. The Yeti has all the ingredients of a solid horror film, but unfortunately it just misses the mark. I'll go through what I did like about the film. Technically the film is pretty sound, it looks good, the sound design and the atmosphere in this film is good, and it has a solid cast, not too many characters which I'll get into later, but it does have a solid cast and it's well acted. I think Brittany Allen as the main protagonist in this film, she plays the son of a famous adventurer, and she's basically living her life. I think this is kind of set in like 1950s. It's trying to go for that 1950s top horror vibe. They like the title card and the music and the just the setting. It really does now that period in time. And in this film, Brittany Allen, she plays the daughter of a famous adventurer, and she's basically just going around the country doing trying to like live off her father's name, and she's quite solid in a lead role. And I'm a fan of one of the cast members in this film, Jim Cummins. He's a very solid actor director, but that's what drew me to this film. But basically he's kind of wasted in this film. He's just one of the team that goes on to this voyage to find the lost members of an adventure crew, and he gets killed off in the second half of the film. So unfortunately he doesn't really make much of an impact in this film. And I understand that when it comes to the monster, the Yeti, like this less you see that approach of the less you see, that scary it is eventually later on. But unfortunately, pretty much the whole film you don't really get a look at this Yeti monster at all during the film. Only towards maybe the 1 hour 15 mark of the film, where the men, they put these women like as bait in a cage or hanging on just to lure this Yeti in, and that's the only time it's like a 2-minute sequence where this Yeti comes and we get to see him like close up. Other than that, we barely get to see this monster at all during the film. And it's a shame, because you can tell these directors, they know how to make a film, they know what they're doing. This film has all the ingredients of a good film, that it's well made, has a good cast, the atmosphere, the sound design is all there. It's just when the film is not focused on the Yeti, it's just very boring. It's just too much talking, too much story. I just don't care about these people who got lost, and there's the son and the daughter who have to live up to their name, and it's just talking and boring, and then finally at the end, when we finally get to see the Yeti towards the end of the film, we get to see him for 2 minutes and then he disappears, and then there's more talking, and it's just so deathly boring when we don't get to spend time with this Yeti monster. I give the Yeti 2 stars out of 5. This film has all the ingredients of a good film, but it's well made, the sound design and the atmosphere, and it has a good performance in the lead role from Brittany Allen. And once we finally get to see the Yeti, it is quite effective. But unfortunately, we just don't get to see the monster enough in this film. And in between those moments, it's just boring, too much talking. The story is not as interesting as it seems to think it is, and it's so definitely boring. I really can't recommend this film at all. Thanks for watching. What do you think of the Yeti? Please comment below what you thought of the film. See you next time. Bye.